So I heard Braun Strowman flipped the limousine a couple minutes ago. You know what? I hate to paraphrase Ralph Wiggum. His dad is so 2018. Or was it 2017? I forget. It's been so long. Hi everybody, I'm Matty. It's Monday. This is what I'm called. I was supposed to call this Monday Night Alternative, but that obviously didn't happen because the alternative was me playing bad at video games, or being bad at playing video games, or whatever the issue might have been. And I'll explain to you in a few minutes what the show actually is. But welcome to Monday Night Matty. It's January 14th, 2019. My name's Matty. I am the titular person on the thing. And I am sick and tired of watching Monday Night Raw live. Heck, I barely watched the YouTube videos. And yes, I am a wrestling fan with a podcast. Could you imagine? No, not really. I could not imagine either. But here I am, trying to figure out what to do with my life on Mondays, now that I'm trying to purge the diet that was professional wrestling for like the last Mondays in almost 2 decades now. Damn. Turning 33 in 2030. Yeah, it's a long time. And in that, I want to just say, hey, I could do better. I'll play video games on Monday. And then I found out my laptop does not like to stream video games anymore. Indeed, I was sat in my head place there, and then I realized I'm not exactly a gamer. Well, I am. I enjoy the video game. I'm not exactly a video streamer, which is the reason why you don't see my face, but you have seen my face on my profile. Is me in my Power Ranger costume, cosplay. And here I am, figuring, you know what I do best? I talk. To paraphrase Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, that's what I do. I drink and know things. Well, that's 3 things for me. I talk, I drink, and I know things. And some would argue I can barely talk, but that's another story for another day. So, what is Monday Night Matty? Well, obviously it's an alternative for those wrestling fans just looking for something to talk about or to listen to other than Michael Cole and Corey Bot 2000, Corey Graves. I apologize, but you are starting to sound like Vince's robot bitch. And I figure, what the heck? What's better than me talking about the stuff and things? And this was my New Year's resolution, to do something every Monday night other than just, bitch about professional wrestling and the state of it on Monday night between 8 and 11 o'clock on the USA Network in the States, or of course The Score or Sportsnet 360 in Canada. And check your local listings, you poor bastard. Outside of North America, you poor bastards. And I kind of fell in love with the style of Solo Monster, just doing a solo show for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I believe this one was 2.5 because you have to talk about the All Elite Wrestling thing. And I kind of dug the way I did it a few weeks ago when I had to be solo before the Best and Worst of 2018 special. It just started happenstance and circumstances dictated that I could not find a suitable co-host at the very last minute. People said, I want to jump that. I was like, no, I want to try this. And I liked it. So what is this 1 hour of a show? Well, it's pretty much me talking about random things, random hot takes on wrestling that I'm afraid I might forget on Friday. Usually don't, but you never know. I happen to be a video game geek, and while I can't play video games for you on a platform made for video games, ironically, I could talk about them. I'm a big fat geek. I'm an anime enthusiast. I wouldn't say I'm a weeb full on. I am not the anime guy. That would be my friend the Shades. I'm not a tokusatsu guy, but I am a big fan of Power Rangers, and I've thoroughly enjoyed my time in the Toku fandom despite the treachery afoot. I like stuff. Other than professional, I might talk about professional wrestling. And things happen in my life, and sometimes I happen to be talking about them on Fridays, and hell, I did it again on Sunday last night when I did Toku Wrist Live. I figured, what the heck? This, ladies and gentlemen, will be a live recorded podcast on twitch.tv, and of course, it will be on podomatic.com. I have set up an account, and the replay will be available on my YouTube channel. And it will be up there. And hopefully people will find it. People will enjoy it. If I happen to enjoy it, hey, Monday night, 9 o'clock. Why the heck not? And for those wondering, what's this Toku Rift thing? Well, my name's Matt. What's this thing you talk about this podcast? Who the fuck are you? For those uninitiated, my name is, of course, Matty J. I am a podcaster by hobby, I guess you could say. I host the WrestleCast on Fridays on this very platform. It's twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. I am one of the lead riffers for Toku Rift Live, a tokusatsu riffing mechanism to the tune of Mystery Science Theater and riff tracks, or the style, I should say. And for those wondering, tokusatsu, Japanese for special effects, or shows, or a genre of shows in Japan which heavily rely on special effects. Your Godzilla would be an example. Power Rangers, Super Sentai, which is where the Power Rangers people get the footage from. Kamen Rider, if you've ever heard of that. My favorite happens to be Gaim and Xaid. And Kuga. I'm not gonna lie. Kuga is awesome as well, but special effects can be cringeworthy, especially when it's from like 2004 or 5, that area. And I happen to be a geek. As it says on my social media, talking man of professional wrestling and Power Rangers, occasional man of dress up. I don't have any cosplans as a way to put it. I kind of want to do Sailor Uranus, but those plans seem to be out the window for now because money and time, and I don't know if I want to go to a con this year. I'll get to that. Whatever. And of course, I am a professional wrestling fan. I host the WrestleCast along with my partner TWK every Fridays on twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. And I'm, a dude from Canada. Started in a small town in Quebec, moved to Montreal to study, and after the majority of my nuclear family, my mom, pop, and sister, they all moved to Ottawa, so here I am. I live currently in Gatineau, Quebec, which is in the National Capital Region, the NCR. Basically, I live in Ottawa, but in the Quebec side, So for you folks out there who love the fact that you can participate in United States contests, I can't because Quebec has laws that prevent them. You need to do the French thing. It's BS. It's bullshit. That's what it is. It sucks. And people are going, fuck laws. I know, fuck laws. Yeah. I'll explain that for those who may or may not know. I'll be chatting with the people in the chat, so if you are on the YouTube, you'll see the chat on screen. If it's on the screen, I see it. Maybe not eventually. Maybe not now, but eventually. This is live, by the way. And, I was supposed to start this show last week. And then work had the worst case of the Mondays. To quote the great Randall Graves, life would be great if it weren't for the customers. And I get them. And of course, I was too tired, and Awesome Games done quick happened to play off, and part of me just wants, I could make a splash, but who would watch me other than the regular people who tune into the RVT people? By the way, I see you. Hello, how are you? So I decided to lay back, enjoy the video game played very quickly for charity. By the way, $2.39 million United States currency for that particular event, to which I donated my Twitch Prime subscription thing that you get with the Amazon thing. You get 1 month. I got that. I gave him that. That's a value of what, $6 plus $10 during the Mario block. And I, it's not much. I should not have donated, but I felt obligated because some of these people are working 24 hours a day for 7 days straight to produce a high quality, if not slightly inconsistent. There were bugs, and there were plenty of YouTube person, or plenty of person who are haters, or plenty of people who are observant, who have put compilations of moments where the computer decided to derp because of all the professional lighting and all this things and all the things that make it look nice. There's always that one moment where, that's never happened before. Technical difficulties. They have happened before, and they will continue. Murphy shows no mercy, especially when you're trying to go live. What kind I am right now? Some of my favorites, of course, if you happen to have missed it, though we've plugged the living shit out of it over at RVT because it is a good cause. If there's one thing we believe at RVT, it is a good cause. But if you missed it, or if there's one thing, I could suggest a couple of them. Super Mario RPG was one of my favorite runs. By the Twitch person, just incredible. No, not the same PJ Polacco guy. No, not that guy. Different person. At least I think. Dr. Fatboy did a Sonic one, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which was, hype is a good word. It had Big John, he and I did the finals of the first Mario 3 randomizer tournament, to which I called Mitch Flower Power, blew a major lead by trying to do a frog suit kill at the very end of the second race. 2 out of 3 falls. He had it 2 straight, but I will not. He's a fellow Canadian, and he is currently the world record holder for Super Mario Bros. 3 Vanilla. And for those wondering speedruns, there is a randomized version of Mario 3, believe it or not. I have played it. It's a little difficult, but it's so much fun. But he was there as well. He did Super Mario 3 Mix, which is a ROM hack Mario 3, but with elements of Super Mario 1, 2, Super Mario Land, Super Mario World. There were a few levels where you actually got to play with Yoshi on Nintendo, which is, in traditional thinking, not supposed to happen. So that's a thing. That happened. And that was that was the thing. And Super Ghouls and Goblins for the SNES. And oh boy. Now the run itself is fairly capable. It's by the way, if you've never played Ghouls and Goblins or Super Ghouls and Goblins, if you have an SNES Classic, try it for 5 minutes. And realize, wait, someone played that quick and beat it? Yep. They beat it. And hard. And they beat that game, and the fact that they did it fast just blows your mind. Though it was not perfect. He did die a couple of times because it's Super Ghouls and Goblins. You will die eventually, if not a lot. But in the middle of one of the donation people, one of the people who donated a substantial amount of money in the middle of the run, did Steiner math. And for those who don't know, I'm referring to an infamous Scott Steiner promo from his time at Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Yes, TNA. Don't ask. For those not wrestling fans, best not to ask. It is a rabbit hole. It is a rabbit hole you don't need to. But I will tell you that Scott Steiner is as unintelligible as I am right now, or even worse. And he was an alumnus of the University of Michigan, and cut a promo about percentages to a gentleman called Samoa Joe. You could go on YouTube. There is a typography video and the actual promo itself. And you will see a big jacked up dude yelling about percentages. He is incorrect, yes. But at the same time, it is glorious to watch. It's one. So Super Ghouls and Goblins, check it out. The Steiner math is amazeballs. Someone asked in the chat, will you be going to see the Dragon Ball Super movie? Not necessarily. A lot of people say, well, do you like the anime? It's like, I do. I do watch Tsunami with my friends every Saturday, and I did. I did punch picked up a few geek cards by going to see the Sailor Moon movies, or at least, I know all three of them are, and they played S and Super S at the same time, including Ami's Love, or First Love, which was a short that they played at the beginning of the Super S movie, or before the Super S movie. And I went to see the musical, the Le Mouvement Final, as they called it. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a big geek. I also like girly things. Not all of them, but some girly things. I mean, Sailor Moon is intended for little girls, but you'll find many a gentleman enjoy that show. Or at least the series. And Dragon Ball is definitely manly. I'm actually enjoying the arc of they found the alternate universe Broly. Good Lord. Someone's going to Suplex City. Pretty much. A thought occurs to me about girly things. And it just gone. And someone just debuted on Raw, and ladies and gentlemen, this is my do not care face. Huh? Believe it might have been EC3, but I'm not gonna. Do not care. Will care later. Is it wrong? I'm already out of material on the first show. Not really. I'm not. Here's, awesome Games Done Quick. Games Done Quick on YouTube is where you find them. They had some great runs and some good personalities. That's all I could say there. So, otherwise, what am I doing? Well, I got things to do. And I've been agonizing all week. Ever since Tuesday. For those who needed context, gentleman by the name of Cody Rhodes, Matt and Nick Jackson, those two, the tag team of the Young Bucks, they unveiled their grand plan to start a brand spanking new promotion called All Elite Wrestling, announcing their very first show, Double or Nothing, in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. And for those who know me, I'm a wrestling fan. And for those who, a little bit of context, those three gentlemen I just named did a show called All In at the beginning of September last year. And it was such a success that all three and members of their YouTube show, being the Elite, decided we will go, pardon the pun, double or nothing, let their Ring of Honor / New Japan Pro Wrestling contracts run out, and start / join this new promotion called AEW. Now, they're going after the disenfranchised fan like myself, and after watching the press conference, the rally to announce so many things, including the signings of several wrestlers, including legend and should-be WWE Hall of Famer Chris Jericho, I pretty much bought into the hype and decided, can I go to Las Vegas on a thing? And already I'm going, oh God. Like, I'm trying to not go to the States this year. Some context here. Went to the States 7 times in 5 years. 5 of those times were for Ranger Stop in Orlando, which is a unofficial, official Power Ranger themed convention, which hosted us, me and my friends, multiple times on their dime, by the way, which we absolutely appreciate. Shout outs to Mikey and, of course, John Sepulveda, aka John M.S. Prime, and Mikey. And part of me wants to go. Here's how the other 2 times was, of course, Power Morph Con in 2018, and the year before was Japan World Heroes for a weekend, for a long 3 days, where 2 of which were spent on a plane. And now I said, maybe after this Ranger stop, I'll take it easy. Maybe instead of just saving up my 2 weeks vacation, I'll just trickle it down, because I work 6 days a week. And, that's not including this stuff. This is extracurricular, of course. And you get tired of working Sundays when you really just wish, like, you just want to sleep in. Sleep the fuck in. And for those wondering, aren't you saving up for a Switch? Let me get to that. I just wanted to say maybe just one trip to the States next year, if at all. And I've told the gentleman, my friends, I don't know if I want to do it next year. Like, with SummerSlam coming up, I just want to take a train to Toronto, which that started the whole thing about me taking a train to Toronto to go to Anime North, which is in May, right around the same time as Double or Nothing, and Con Bravo, which I've been told I should do, because it's anime, it's video games, but it's geekery, it's YouTube, it's my kind of people, and I want to go there, and it's in Hamilton, and I'm already planning 3 trips, and I'm like, calm your tits, Matty. What are you doing? I just want to save money. And I have extra paychecks, and I want to go get a Nintendo Switch and blow more money. And I've already lost my cotton-picking mind. I think. I know. I know. I know things. But here I am. 2019 is not even a month old, and here I am planning 15 zillion trips with a budget of 1. And the conventions, the anime conventions, I want to cosplay as this character, and then this character, and then there's more money, and then, okay, stop. What am I doing now? At the behest of many people, I have chosen my next generation console, which I said I was going to finally get myself a Nintendo Switch, and I said, I'll play some of that Super Mario Odyssey until someone said, bitch, get Smash. But I barely played the last one. Get Smash. Smash. Odyssey. Kart. Breath of the Wild. Like, here's what people are telling me to get Smash, and I get it. It's a multiplayer thing. I barely play Brawl. Love me the hell out of Melee. Play the N64 version. And by the way, it's a foregone conclusion. So either the next paycheck or the paycheck after, I'm getting myself a Nintendo Switch. That's one thing. And then AEW happens. And I'm looking online just out of curiosity what the hotel rates in Las Vegas are. And I'm thinking, oh, I need more friends. I need to go. Definitely need to go. Or maybe it's an idea of, okay, forget it. Check the plane tickets. At least check the plane tickets. Don't buy them now, because if you don't get a ticket, you're going to be wasting money. Let's see if we get that plane ticket. How much is a plane ticket? All right, first I got flight up. Check the flight up. And I go, wait a minute. I do the thing. I click in Las Vegas, Ottawa to Las Vegas. And $500. Fuck that noise. Okay, 500 Canadian. Ugh. All right. One-way trip. Ottawa to how much? $193. What? $193 Canadian. Boy. Check for round trip back, thinking, okay, I'll fly out Friday, go to the show Saturday, fly back on Sunday. And some of the trips actually have me, I would have to start work earlier to get off work earlier, which I've done before, and I don't believe management will cry tears of agony over me leaving early if I come in early. And Sunday happens, and I'm thinking, good Lord, I could pull this off. If I get ticket, I could go to Double or Nothing. Oh, Christ, I really didn't want to go. I just wanted to go to SummerSlam, take the train there, and then go to Con Bravo in the same month. And God damn it. Shut up and take my money. Actually, not yet. Need to get the the elusive ticket, which, for those who are wondering, back to All In, how long did they sold out in 30 minutes? Actually, 29 minutes and change, but I didn't even get a chance to get a chance to get the tickets. Mother. She's downstairs wondering, my son is about to spend money again. And she's right to be concerned, because I am concerned over what the hell am I doing. But the year is early. The year is very early. Only a couple weeks old. And I want to play a Nintendo Switch. And people tell me buy Smash. And I just want to play Super Mario Odyssey. Breath of the Wild, I got it on the Wii U. Played it. Tried to beat it. Got bored. It's a fun game, though. Just after, 4 weeks straight, it's like, I wonder what else is on. I think the biggest reason I didn't get a PlayStation 4 or Switch until now is because I was spending for 2 trips. Now I got the one trip, the one major trip, which may not even be Ranger Stop. Huh. Don't know what to think there. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rambling Man podcast. I hear and I ramble. And it will not make sense. But, nothing in this world makes sense. I thought starting the year I'll just get myself a Nintendo Switch, maybe take a train to Anime North, maybe. If that don't work, hey, I'll just go enjoy SummerSlam weekend. I'll take the train, have my wireless headphones. I don't even have to worry about, airplane mode. Just sit back, relax, watch a couple of movies, go to the SummerSlam, watch the Graps, and watch NXT kick SummerSlam's ass. Go home, have a good sip of beer, and go back to work on the Monday. Turns out I can't even do that because now I'm like, Vegas? Orlando? Which, by the way, that's a whole other can of worms. For those who don't know, Awesome Games Done Quick, which was in Maryland last year, or this year, they announced that the next one in 2020, they're in Orlando. Basically the backyard of two of the RVT crew, who upon this announcement pretty much decided to, lose their ever-loving minds. And immediately began to plan this. And the one that just ended literally a day ago. Barely 24 hours after. And here I am thinking, I must go to this. This is practically backyard for me. Drop off the MCO, get a nice cheap hotel next to the convention center, whichever they choose to go to. Go to the thing, play the video games, hang out with my buddies, and then I realize, oh crap, what about Ranger Stop in November? And I'm like, oh crap. Do I want to go this year? And there's a part of me that goes, not really anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Ranger Stop. I really do. But after going to 5 years of that, and then going to Power Morphicon and, on hindsight, feeling accomplished, yes, but underwhelmed at the experience, relatively speaking. And that's a good word for it, because I did have fun. I have stories that I will hopefully carry to my grave if my genetics are give me, if I roll well on my genetics, I'll have those memories until I die. And pictures and stories and memories of meeting people and being awesome. And then a few weeks ago, I realized, was it all that fun? And, I got to hang out with my buddy Easy Rider. We got to do things. And there's that overwhelming sense of, meh. The line to just get the badges was 4 hours long, which should have been half an hour. The overwhelming idea of a special event was not there. Now, it was a great event. I had a great time. And there was a part of me that was expecting kind of a life-changing experience that it had with some people in the past. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun time. Not exactly a life-changing experience. Not changed my life. I got to see Anaheim. Most of Anaheim. I got my sister a beautiful Christmas gift to which she is happy in her head place, and she loves me forever for that. I got to go to In-N-Out Burger again, which hell yes. But not as life-changing as I thought. And Ranger Stop was kind of the same thing. There were a few moments that I will not go into because they're deeply personal for friends of mine. To which I went, do I want to go back next year? And now with AGDQ coming to Orlando in January, If you do the math, November to January, now I was able to pull off Morphicon to Ranger Stop last year, but that was just barely. Plane tickets were not as kind this year, last year. This year, last year. What am I thinking there? So the fuck goes to this. Do I want to go to the States again? Of course. Of course I want to. I want to be with my friends, or even then, I just want to be in Las Vegas to witness wrestling history, for better or worse. Because it's an upstart company, and yes, you buy a ticket, yes, you get to witness history, but will it be good or bad or whatever? And if I pull that off, even if it is just for the one day, like I did Japan World Heroes, which is another convention, which is the convention I did the weekend of in California, just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I do that, that's my one trip to the States. And I don't want to do two. Basically, the idea in this first part of 2019 is, I don't know what I want to do this year. There's a lot I want to do. There's a lot on the list that I've put down. I have a dream of cosplaying as Sailor Senshi from Sailor Moon. Sailor Uranus, to be precise. Want to cosplay, well, name a thing. There's a few. Supergirl, Cutie Honey was in my mind for the longest time, and now I'm like, maybe I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling a few things. That's just a bevy of things I want to do. I want to wear my Oshi black jacket, my Q Ranger black jacket. And for those who don't know, Oshi Black, which is Q Ranger, which is a Super Sentai which has not been adapted to Power Rangers. They have a character in Oshi Black, which is a wrestling bull, a galactic alien wrestling bull. And while we were riffing that in Toka Riffs, I gave him the voice of the legendary Randy Macho Man Savage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Championship Ranger. Yes, sir. Macho Ranger Championship Bull. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Random tangents. That's what I do. Yeah, random tangents and Slim Jims. Yeah, you gotta bite it. You gotta snip into it. Yeah. That's what it is. Random tangents. Yeah, random tangents and elbow drops on evil guys like that was character from Kamen Rider ZI-O, whatever, Geo. Yeah, cup of coffee, yeah. Yeah, you are a punk. Yeah, you gotta play by your own rules, was. You gotta get in your grandstanding and your hot dogging, and I'm going off script, and there is no script. Yeah. One episode could not resist doing Randy Savage, but I have the jacket, and I want to go to a convention just to wear it, just to see if people recognize it. Just to see. I want to do that. I want to go to Anime North for that jacket. I want to go to Geek Market in a couple of weeks to see if people even recognize the jacket. Or a couple of months, I should say. That's in March. What am I doing? I want to go to G-Anime, but I don't have the money. Or, well, I do have the money, but part of me is going, they got a summer one. I went to the summer one. No, I'll do the summer one. I want to get a job, full-time job, or at least a better paying job, with benefits and stuff and things. I am 32 and I am not getting any older or younger. I'd love to not get any older. That would be something. I want to watch more Netflix. The last thing I watched on Netflix what was the last thing I watched? I Oh, that's what it was. The Circle. That Emma Thompson movie. Oh, let me get into what I wanted to talk about in the first place, which is the Netflix. By the way, Titans, the DC show that's on DCU, whatever. Yeah, it's on Netflix, and there's a sick and twisted part of me that wants to watch it just to see what the heck is the hubbub, and why the heck is Starfire not looking like the Starfire I like to look at. And why did Robin or Nightwing say fuck Batman? I'd like to know that. I have a Q's, would like some A's. Maybe. I'll probably download it for offline play on the bus. But yeah, The Circle. If Facebook actually ruled the world and became dystopian and her mighty decided to be all high and mighty and stream 24 hours, how much bandwidth do you use if you do that, by the way? If you watch the movie, she there's a thing that happens which causes a traumatism, and then the bosses of her company that she joins says, you will have a camera on you and you will live stream every moment of your day. Except for your potty and your sleep. That would be too creepy. But no, 24 hours a day on Twitch. What the fuck? Here you go. It was the first two acts was fine, and then third act decided to. What's the word for it? Not be good? No, it was fine, but felt happy ending forced, if you know what I mean. Like open-ended. The message was too much social media, and then the invasion of privacy, and then fuck the people who broke all of the laws, and Tom Hanks, and guy that I can't think right now, because Patton Oswalt, that's the name. This Skynet, and the Skynet, and what it's doing, what's going on here. It's funny that there's a meme floating online of people actually trying to program liquid metal and mercury to move around that program, and it cuts to Sarah Connor from Terminator 2 with a combination of that and the joke from Archer, or inspired by Archer, where they go, do you want Terminators? Because that's how you get Terminators. Lana. Actually, we'll let you in a little something. I happen to like superheroes, in case you haven't noticed. And when you go deep into the rabbit hole trying to find something to watch or something different to watch, you find weird things. And in my 32 years, I have found some weird things. Vanny Nights, which is a tokusatsu show, which was subtitled, and then the sub-people group decided to not exist anymore. But the episodes were found somewhere on the internet, and I happened to download them. And that happened. Basically a trio of girls who happen to be very old and fat knights. Basically Vanny, which in Japanese, basically they look like knights with bunny ears, which is Vanny, which actually should have been called Bunny, Bunny, instead of Vanny, Vanny. But that's Japan for you. There was one where called Rosetta, the Masked Angel Rosetta, and it's like a 13 episode or 10 episode thing, which somehow either turned into or was inspired by a Joshi professional, a female professional wrestler in Japan, a Joshi. I believe she had like 2 matches before they decided to drop the gimmick and give it to someone else. I don't know. It's complicated. And again, rabbit hole. things like, you know, gravure superheroines, which that exists. And then in the States, there's this superhero that got a TV series, which started off as a made-for-TV movie, which started off as a thing. And let me check this real quick, because I know it had a TV set, like a one-season run. And what was the channel, I wonder? Sci-Fi. It was on the Sci-Fi Network for a season. Gee, I wonder why it got canceled. Sci-Fi. If it's good, they won't keep it. If it's bad, more movies. More Sharknaders. But the movie and series I referenced to is Black Scorpion. Now, for those wrestling fans, no, not Ric Flair, the Black Scorpion. Nope. I am talking about a superheroine played by Michelle Lintel. And if you're wondering who, same here. That's pretty much her one credit. It was played by Joan Severance, which, again, who? Yeah. In fact, Michelle Lintel, that's her role. If for those wondering, have you watched G Gundam, Matty? No, Kira Crystal, I have not. That's her one role. Basically, it's about a female cop who is in the force. She does investigations. She's an undercover cop trying to bust criminals. And then she busts a criminal. And that criminal goes away because red tape. And he escapes and he goes off scot-free. And then she realizes it's not going to work. I'm going to be a vigilante. And I could show you the picture of it, but Google it yourself. Go on Google, Black Scorpion, superhero. Did I mention when she was undercover, she was posing as a prostitute? It's probably at this point I should explain that this series was created by none other than Roger Corman. So for you movie lovers out there, you will either smile or cringe, depending on your mileage may vary. Because he's made some movies. He's made some movies. A lot of them. And it started as a movie starring Joan Severance, and then it had a sequel, and then they soft rebooted it or whatever, and then there's another person, and then they got a series. What I'm trying to say is, at first, it was just random clips. And they had people like Frank Gorshin, who was the original Batman 66 Riddler in some of the episodes. And that turned my head a little bit, thinking, is that the Riddler from Batman? Huh. That's a thing. And hello, puberty. If you've Googled it by now, you will notice that Michelle Lintel has a a particular set of assets, if you know what I mean, and I believe you do. She is no doubt a beautiful woman, especially in 2001. So, as the internet as it was back then, and not many a picture were available, and especially no clips. There was no YouTube, and when YouTube originally happened, you just had clips, and that's it. Like one transformation sequence here, a random fight there, and that's it. And part of me wanted to find a DVD, because I found out when you read up on things, you find out, there are DVDs. Okay. $29 US, which is fine. I can afford that, but that's on Amazon.com, and I have to go through Amazon. That's yay. And balls $100. Damn it. The switch continues. Cut to literally a couple of weeks ago. I have noticed that while I use Chromecast, I have YouTube, I can use Netflix and all these things. But Amazon Prime, which I currently have, and it's a very useful thing, especially when you order a few things that do not want to pay the fucking shipping. Turns out Amazon Prime, as a streaming service, they have the video thing and everything else, and they played some football games, and good for you. You want a cookie? Your games suck. Anyway. I happen to, let's see what they have. They have, some George Carlin's. They have some George Carlin things. I'm a fan of George Carlin. I will put that on my watch list. They are downloadable on the phone. I will put them on the phone. I will watch them eventually. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, where Sam Rockwell plays Chuck Barris, who is a game show producer. And in the movie, turns out the game show producer is a CIA agent. Huh? Now, what the heck? It's got Julia Roberts and George Clooney. It's got to be okay, right? Watched it on the bus, actually. It's actually fairly decent, though. I will say, the CIA agent thing. Game show producer by day. CIA assassin by night. I've seen cartoons with better ways to pull it off. Stripperella comes to mind. Let's put it this way. Power Rangers is not the least... It isn't the biggest leap let's put it this way. I have a hard time believing Chuck Barris was an actual CIA guy, though he has said he'll never answer it because he'll never tell. And he'll never tell ever because I believe he died, unfortunately, a few years ago. I wonder. I have to check now because I have to fact check myself in case that. Who's Chuck Barris died? I wonder. Well, he's got songs. I know that. Chuck Barris, American television producer. Died in March. A couple of years ago. March 21st. Okay. That's what it was. Okay, I was right then. That is a good. That is a good. So yeah, the Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Good movie. Little stretch on the CIA assassin game show producer thing is okay. That's a stretch, but what the heck? And what does? There's things like this, things like that. I keep looking, more movies, Unsolved Mysteries, which after watching one episode going, when I was into this shit, wow. That did you? I have had weird taste. But I was wondering, do I have a Kenan Thompson button? No, I don't, folks. I don't. I prefer not to play buttons, which are, by the way, one clip drops for those wondering. My most infamous one would be the -5 stars button or the button. I don't have a Kenan Thompson button here, but thanks for asking. And by the way, Stripperella, stripper by day, super secret agent superheroine, played by Pamela Anderson. By night. Because Pamela Anderson. That's what I meant to say earlier. Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries is on, and Black Scorpion. I tap on the thing, and I come to a realization that not only do they have a movie called Sting of the Black Scorpion, they have the entire series. Folks, if you liked the cheesiness and the campiness of the 60s Batman series, but wanted a Rule 64, a Rule 63 Batman, which, by the way, that was Batgirl Yvonne Craig, and she is a babe, or was a babe. She hot, is what I'm trying to say. So you like that, but you want some police drama and some craziness to it, but no, keep it camp. Keep Frank Gorshin in there for an episode and have bad puns. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Black Scorpion, the television series. It's that, but with a hot babe as Batman. It's campy, and it's cheesy, and it's, oh my God, where was that in my life? I'm only 3 episodes into a 20 episode series. I cannot wait to get more into the deep dive. May honestly look forward more to watching that than I'm to watching Titans and things and other stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on. But that is a story for another day. The hour is almost up. So before I hit a goodbye button and say till we meet again, I want to say that I am on Twitter at MattyJ316 and on Instagram at the same thing, at MattyJ316. I also, as I mentioned at the top of the program, host many a thing. The majority of them are on my I guess sister channel on twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. I host the WrestleCast Fridays, which go on at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I happen to host the Ranger Recap, which is on hiatus until the new season of Power Rangers makes its debut. We'll riff and comment and review each episode, and while we are waiting for the next episodes to air, we will riff on the occasional classic episode. I happen to be on a Wednesday show called TRPG. We're currently going through Doomsday Dawn, which is a Warhammer 40k. I just roll bones and act like a character. It's a tabletop RPG. It's hosted by the Shades and our dungeon master Mildred the Monk, who is currently streaming right now as well. And at the end of the day, on Sunday, I co-host Toku Riffs Live, which is, as intended, I riff tokusatsu shows with my friends. And that airs at 7 p.m. The TRPG and Ranger Recap air at 7 p.m. The schedule is available on twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. And I also have my YouTube channel. If you are here, don't forget to hit of course, I have a follow button. I don't have everything set up on my Twitch channel yet, but if you do so feel inclined to give me $1 or $2, I have a tip jar set up at paypal.me/MattyJ316. Any little bit can help. I have I don't have a Patreon. I've never believed in that, at least not yet. Something taxes. something dark side. Something complete. But until then, thanks for listening to me, and let me ramble and rant for an hour and kill time while I put this together. And I have I have started a Podomatic account for this podcast as well. The audio will be available on the YouTube description if you're on YouTube and somehow feel like you need to listen to me for an hour. The audio link will be available at the description of the YouTube video. And of course, Podomatic. It's Monday Night Matty.podomatic.com is where you want to go for that. But that'll do it for me. If I could hit a button, and start a song to end the show with, I will definitely do that. Thank you very much for listening to my rambling for an hour and get my mind into a gear, or at least get my thoughts out. I will have more thoughts. I don't know if I will do this as a weekly thing, as I do like to relax and enjoy myself, but if and when I do, you can follow me on Twitter, and I will tell you when I go live about 5 minutes before I do. And of course, the YouTube, the VOD will, of course, be available as per usual. I'm having a hard time trying to find a song. What the hell? We'll go with Alien Ant Farm. 8-bit version, of course. But, once again, thank you very much for listening to me rant, rave, and pretty much just talk to you. Sometimes it's nice to just be a solo act for a while. Hey, maybe I'll do it next week. But until then, I'm Matty. Enjoy your week. You have a good one, everybody.